Alrighty, guys, welcome to Sissonville High School for tonight's matchup between Sissonville and the visiting Chapmanville Tigers. This is Dylan Morris here alongside with former Chapmanville High School head coach James Barker and new member of the D&D Sports Broadcasting Network. James, how's it feel to be along board with us?
Yeah, very excited. A little bit different for me this Friday night than 15 previous years, but excited to be part of the D&D Network and excited for Friday night football to kick off here in the state of West Virginia.
Alrighty, and Chapmanville, I do believe, won the toss. We were a little late getting on, but nonetheless, we are here and ready to go. Short kick is fielded around the 30-yard line.
That's Eli Pridemore. Good running back. Good return here.
Yeah, Pridemore going to put Chapmanville in very good field position for their first drive.
Chapmanville comes into tonight's game, obviously first game of the season. Last year, 7-4 on the season, 7-3 in the regular season. New head coach Zach Belcher, his 11th year at Chapmanville Regional. He's been the defensive coordinator for the past 3 seasons. New offensive coordinator Dave Williamson, new defensive coordinator Cody Lambert. So a little bit of nerves on the sideline. I've been there before.
Yeah, but this will be the ultimate test down here at Sissonville High School, home of the Indians.
Cook with the carry up in the inside, pulled the backside guard there. A little bit of option look there from Cook, gains about 3 yards on the play. Starting for Chapmanville up front, center Caden Robinson, left guard Dan Atwood, the senior, R.J. Jones, the left tackle. All 3 of those gentlemen seniors. And then on the right side, right guard Levi Kazee is a junior. And then right tackle, first year playing, is Andrew Farley, a 6'8 senior.
Yeah, and I've watched Farley a couple games during baseball season at home against the Man Hillbillies, as I am for man, and he is quite a large athlete.
There's Austin Atkins with the reception, a little quick screen over there in the slot, and Atkins with his first catch of the year. Had 47 catches last season, and he's able to gain about a yard there, so about 3rd and 7 here for Chapmanville.
Third down and 7.
See what Dave Williamson and the Tigers draw up here. Did they get Sissonville to jump? They did not.
Nice try on the hard count there by Chapmanville. If they were to get that to go for them, they would have been looking at a very manageable 3rd down.
Good give there. Preston Kovach up the middle. Close to a first down. I believe he has it, as it looks like the nose of the ball over the 16-yard line should be enough for the first down of the season for the Tigers.
Looks like they might measure it here.
Yeah, it's going to be really close. Right there on the 16. I thought the spot was ahead of the 16-yard line, but they've put it right on the 16, so we'll see if they can get the first down here. Give me thank you for tonight's sponsors here on D&D. Without the sponsors, there's no way we could be able to do these broadcasts.
And looks like he's just a bit short, a little bit of a generous spot there. It looked like from up here that he pretty much got the first down, but it was definitely close enough to call. But that will bring up 4th and short for the Tigers.
Yeah, you got to get behind that senior group here on your offensive line if you're Chapmanville. A little power eye set here for the Tigers. Give the Kovach up the middle. First down inside the 10-yard line for Chapmanville.
And a good hard running there by the fullback. Does his job, exactly what you're supposed to do, and picks up the first down for the Tigers.
Get the starting backfield for Chapmanville. Quarterback Robert Cook, junior, 6'1", starting quarterback for Chapmanville. Fullback is Preston Kovach. Tailback Austin Adkins. Both of those young men are sophomores. And Andrew Topping, Benji Atkins, and then Evan Witt round out the starting lineup for Chapmanville. Cook, another little bubble screen. This one, that's going to be a fumble, and it'll roll out of bounds. That took a really good bounce for Chapmanville there because that was behind it was a backward lateral, and looked like Austin Adkins didn't realize that and kind of let it roll out of bounds.
Yeah, that's the big risk you take when you throw those kinds of pass plays. A lot of the times these receivers are so young they don't remember that that's a fumble. And actually the defensive linebacker coming up there on the play didn't seem like he knew that it was a fumble either because he was also just kind of trotting up there.
Second and goal from the 18. There's a toss and a play action. Oh, it's a beautiful halfback pass for a touchdown. Austin Adkins to Andrew Topping puts the Tigers on the board, and a little trickery there from Zach Belcher's Tigers gets Chapmanville on the board here early.
Yeah, nice play design there. When you throw that toss out, that corner is going to be coming up hard, and perfect pass to the end zone to get the Tigers up 6-0.
Talked to Dave Williamson before. He said after our first down, we're going to try to do something special, and he didn't lie. It's Jonathan Farrell on to attempt the extra point. A hold by Easterling. The kick is up and good. And Chapmanville taking a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, that's going to be the first score of the ball game, guys. We're going to take a break and hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back live on the D&D Sports Network.
If you're looking for someone to protect your company, call DLH Drug and Alcohol Testing. Right now, DLH is specializing in random, pre-employment, reasonable suspicion, post-accident, DOT and non-DOT, hair testing, background checks, and breath alcohol testing. Let us be the one you trust here at DLH.
Come to Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill in Chapmanville. We have it all. Home-cooked dinners, brick oven pizza, tacos, hot dogs, hamburgers, dessert, and ice cream. Dine in, carry out, or drive through. Chicken and dumplings to quesadillas. Come to Tiger's Ice Cream and Grill to get your family a great meal. Located beside the IGA, right off the Crawley Creek exit in Chapmanville. 304-855-2200.
Alrighty, guys, we're back here live at Sissonville High School where the visiting Chapmanville Tigers have taken a 7-0 lead here early in the first quarter over the Indians. Once again, this is Dylan Morris here producing with James Barker on the call, his first appearance here with D&D Sports. And James, how you liking it so far?
It's fantastic. Absolutely enjoying it. Chapmanville with a good return from Eli Primore kind of set up that scoring drive, and it was Adkins to Topping to get the score, but Dylan, if we've seen anything from Chapmanville, they will try to put it on Sissonville as much as possible.
And nice deep kick fielded around the 10-yard line. He's going to cut back and get a nice little return here. And he'll be stopped about the 35 for the Indians in their first drive.
Yeah, we don't have a number 5 for Sissonville on our roster. Good return out to the 35-yard line on the fake reverse. Good kick from Carrillo for Chapmanville. He's their kickoff specialist. So we'll see what the new-look Indians have for us. Their first-year head coach, Jeremy Hairston.
If I'm not mistaken now, this is the third coach they've had in the last 3 seasons, I do believe.
They had Lovejoy here for about 2 or 3 seasons, and then Hairston came, but they had Mark Wilson. I think you're really close. This quarterback, Ethan Taylor, he's back and led the Cardinal Conference in passing last season with 2,500 yards. And then Jake Wiseman, number 9 for the Sissonville Indians, he was the leading receiver for the Cardinal Conference last year. And they're going to get a delay of game penalty. Took a little too long, did the Indians, getting that play off.
This new coach for Sissonville is the nephew of legendary William Tootie Carter, am I correct?
I did not know that. That would be information new to me.
Well, I work at Mann High School as a special needs aide, and I see Coach Carter very often. And to my knowledge, if I'm about 99% sure that is the nephew.
You talk about a legend in his own right. Coach Carter knows more football than a lot of us have ever imagined. Eli Pridemore misses the tackle, but then able to kind of regain, and then a swarm of Tigers swallow up the running back Cameron Abergast.
Yeah, that's going to bring up second and about 17 for the Indians.
And Coach Belcher mentioned, talking to him this week, he really wasn't worried too much on the defensive side of the ball. He felt like they returned 8 starters and really confident with that group on that side of the ball. And the first 2 plays have kind of made that come to truth.
Man in motion, drops back to pass. He scrambles out and pass is incomplete there. Going to bring up 3rd down. Nice coverage by the Tigers. And they are proving so far, Coach Belcher to be right.
Yeah, good coverage there down the field. Got a good switch and adjustment there to motion to the trip side. And right now, defensively, Chapmanville holding their own against what was a really explosive Sissonville offense last season, averaging around 25 points per game last year. It was their defense, the Sissonville defense, that struggled last year, average giving up 43 points per game. Trips to the left in a bunch. Taylor back to pass, looks underneath, and Wiseman drops it right at the 40-yard line. That'll bring up a long 4th down for the Indians.
Yeah, you got to think punt here too early in the game, too deep back to try anything silly, as we still do have a lot of football game to play.
Taylor set the punt for the Village.
As you can see, who is that back deep?
That is Austin Atkins, the sophomore. And kick away, almost blocked by Chapmanville as Atkins tries to track it down and finally does catch it about the 25. Makes the first guy miss and now tries to get into the lane. Still on his feet and out to about the 43-yard line. Good return out there for Atkins, and Chapmanville will take over on downs right about midfield. This is a Chapmanville team that, again, averaged around 38 points per game last year offensively. Have to replace Cole Farmer and Brody Dalton, who counted for about 44 touchdowns. Cook fakes it, looking deep. Now will roll out. He loses the ball. It's fell on by Atkins at about the 31, 32-yard line as Chapmanville tried to take a shot there, Dylan.
Yeah, number 34 there. Cox on the sack, and that's a big play right there for the Indians. Giving up a touchdown and struggling on their first drive. Couldn't have asked for anything more by Sissonville's defense there.
Yeah, we'll have to kind of watch as the game goes on. It's the weather actually a little bit in Sissonville's favor. If you look at their sidelines, not a lot of kids, 30 kids on the roster. You have some kids already injured this season, not playing tonight, so we'll see kind of how they go. A little screenplay here for Chapmanville. Caught by Kovac on the sideline, tries to turn it up, and then steps out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. So good design there from Chapmanville. Tried to get Sissonville to come upfield with that pressure. Kovac able to gain about 8 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and long for Chapmanville from about the 39-yard line.
3rd down and 14 for Chapmanville.
Chapmanville in a 2-by-2 set. Twin receivers to both sides. Cook calls for it, gets a high snap. Guy comes off the edge, thrown, and just over the outstretched arms of Wesley Watts. The sophomore just couldn't connect. And it'll bring up 4th down.
And that will bring on the punt team for the Tigers.
First look at Ian Plumley, the punter for Chapmanville. He averaged almost 40 yards per punt last season. And see the Sissonville players right about the 35-yard line. Plumley has the ability to kick it over their heads. Plumley's kick away, and They are drifting back here. It is fielded at the 30 and then tackled right about the 28-yard line. So a great punt, great coverage for the Tigers as the Indians will take over on downs at their own, well, they're marking it at the 29-yard line. Again, we thank our sponsors for tonight, Minga Beef Jerky, Genmar Service, Appalachian Medical, McCoy Dental, Gracie and Tate Merchandise, Giovanni's of West Logan, Cheech's Pizza, and Coalfield Health, along with Trailhead Grill. Taylor moves the H-back over. Here's the snap. Here's the give. A little bit of a running lane there, and you're going to get a face mask there on the Tigers as they'll call that one on topping. Evan Taylor with the carry, wearing number 3. That's Ethan's brother. We're going to get a 15-yarder. That'll be Sissonville's first down of the game, and it gives Sissonville the ball up to the 46-yard line.
Just across their 45-yard line.
Two receivers to the top of your screen. As Taylor back to pass, throws into the flat, incomplete. He never looked like he felt comfortable with that ball. He one hops Jake Wiseman.
Second down and 10 for the Indians.
Dylan, I do have to show you something since you're from Man. And, you know, Logan and Man playing tonight, and I was a graduate of Logan High School. I did bring out one of my old high school shirts. And you know it's old because it's very tight.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with repping your high school. I just, I hope they can handle my hillbillies tonight.
There's a pass from Taylor out in the flat to Wiseman. Gain of about 4 on the play.
And nice open field tackle there by the outside linebacker. Doesn't give any running room for the receiver.
That was a good job there defensively for Chapmanville. Now Sissonville into a 3rd and 7.
Third down and 7 from the 49.
Just about the halfway mark here in the first quarter. Chapmanville, again, a 7-0 lead. Sissonville at midfield. Taylor drops back, looks underneath, throws to Wiseman, catches it, and he's got speed. Can he break away? Does not. Great open field tackle by Austin Adkins, but a bullet there from Ethan Taylor to the leading receiver in the Cardinal Conference last year, Jacob Wiseman, for the first big play of the game for the Indians.
Yeah, beautiful route there. Just found the hole in the defense between the defensive backs, and nice pass to squeeze that ball in there for the Indians pick up the first down.
It's a little drive route concept. You have a shallow cross and then a dig behind, and Wiseman ran that dig. Inside linebackers jump that shallow. You're taught to take that deep dig, and that's exactly what Taylor does there. Taylor back, trying to take the quick out again to Wiseman, and does. And a little extracurricular there from the tackle by the Tigers, Keldon Lucas, the senior corner, and Wiseman.
Yeah, and if you're Lucas there, you got to be careful. They're too close to the red zone to be trying to give up any extra yards that you don't need, because the Indians are just about 20 yards away from tying this game up.
Yeah, this has been a big drive here for Sissonville to kind of calm things down after that start. We'll see what they come out in here. Twin receivers to the bottom of the screen, H-back to the top with one receiver. They give it off to the other Taylor. Well, that's Evan Taylor, and he's met forcefully by the Chapmanville defense, Ian Plumley, as well as Preston Kovac. Second and 7. Correction, 2nd and 7. They called that last pass to Wiseman was incomplete.
So that brings up 3rd and 7. Right?
Correct, yes. it was always 4 down territory, so I never counted that second down anyway. Taylor back, looks over the middle now, maybe taking off with it. He does. Makes one cut, gets inside the 10, gets hit and steps out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Sissonville.
And apologies for unable to see the second half of that run. I got a little bit of blockage in the way from this rail outside.
Interesting setup. You worked like a madman to even get us to the point where we were able to go to kickoff.
Man, if I didn't lose 10 pounds up here this evening,
We see now Sissonville back in that familiar look. H back there to the right, twin receivers to the top. The fake, another give to Evan Taylor. Tries to outrun the defense, but he's going to be met. That's a good defensive pursuit there for the Chapmanville Tigers. As you see R.J. Jones in on the play, as well as Robinette and Paul Butcher. Some big beef up front right now for Chapmanville. Butcher, a senior, 6'7", 299 pounds. Don't know why we couldn't give him the other extra pound to get him to 300, but listed at 299. And then we'll see if our first time out of the game as Chapmanville takes theirs.
All righty, guys, we're going to step aside. We'll be right back live on D&D Sports Network.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you are ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
Chapmanville stops the Indians inside the 10-yard line, takes possession on downs.
Back here at Sissonville High School, James Barker, Dylan Morris with you as Chapmanville able to get the stop there on 4th and goal. A good stop by the inside backers, Pridemore and Kovac, to keep Sissonville off the board with 2:32 here to go in the first quarter. Chapmanville scored on their opening drive. Good kickoff return by Eli Pridemore, and then some trickeration as Adkins threw the tailback pass. Here's a jet sweep this time to Andrew Topping, able to dive forward and get about a yard or two as You'll see Wiseman kind of get into it with sophomore Benji Adkins, the tight end, and Wiseman gives a shove late. You're going to get a holding penalty first on Chapmanville and then a personal foul. So they'll mark off the holding penalty, and then the dead ball foul is going to give Chapmanville a first down.
Looks like dueling unsportsmanlike penalties.
Oh, they called it on both of them. And that's kind of what you don't want to see is the two offsetting penalties, and then you get the hold. We'll see what Sissonville does, and they'll mark it off and move it back inside the 3-yard line. So it'll be first and about 14.
First and 13 for the Tigers.
Inside the 3. Chapmanville now in a power I as the tight end Adkins trades over. Cook under center. Gives it off to Austin Adkins. Tries to get through the hole. Does, but only out to about the 6-yard line as we're starting to see little chippiness from both clubs here. Not a bad thing on both sides of the ball early on in the game.
Gain of about 2 on the play.
A gain of about 4 for Chapmanville. So 2nd and 9 now from the 7-yard line.
Second down and a long 9 for Chapmanville.
Cook under center, still in the power I is Chapmanville as they're backed up. Give it off to Kovac. Kovac running forward, still moving forward. Able to gain about maybe 4 yards there as he's across the 10 to about the 12-yard line, and they'll pick up about 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 4 now for Chapmanville, backed up inside their own 20.
Back on the carry for the Tigers. Ian Cox and Jake Wiseman on the tackle for Sissonville.
A minute to go here in the first quarter. Chapmanville a 7-0 lead. They'll come out twin receivers to both sides. Cook under. And did they get Sissonville to jump? They did. Absolutely did. And that should be enough for a Chapmanville first down.
Illegal procedure penalty against the Tigers.
Oh, wow.
5 yards.
They call it offside against Sissonville, and that'll be 5-yard penalty, first down for Chapmanville. Chapmanville, one more play if it's a running play till the end of the first quarter. Chapmanville gets set, twin receivers to the bottom of the screen, one at the top. Cook with it, gives it off this time to Pridemore. Pridemore able to run over one tackler, still on his feet, and moves forward to about the 21-yard line, and that should be the end of the first quarter of play here in Sissonville as Chapmanville with 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line. And again, they're just going to huddle up and let the quarter run out. Good quarter for Chapmanville. Good quarter of football for both clubs as Chapmanville takes a 7-0 lead into the second quarter. We'll be back after this. You're watching Chapmanville football right here on the D&D Sports Network.
At Giovanni's Pizza in West Logan, we got subs, calzones, wings, pizza, and more. Stop by today. Great service with great deals. We also got a newly renovated and remodeled dining room where you can enjoy your game day celebrations or relax after a trail ride. We look forward to seeing you at Giovanni's in Logan, West Virginia. Gracie and Tate Merchandising has become a staple here in the Danville and Madison community. They'll make sure you find that treasure that's been eluding you. Everything you need under one roof. New items at discounted prices right here at Gracie and Tate Merchandising. Go Skyhawks!
Back here at Sissonville High School, James Barker and Dylan Morris with you. As Chapmanville a 7-0 lead as we head into the second quarter. Tigers able to stop Sissonville inside the 10-yard line as they'll take over here on 2nd and 6. Give to Austin Atkins. Atkins up the middle, driving forward, and will get enough for the first down as he's pushed out to the 29-yard line. Good little ISO play there for Chapmanville as they'll pick up another first down on the ground.
Atkins on the carry for the Tigers.
Atkins, the 5'10 sophomore, primarily used as a receiver last year. He was kind of our little gadget guy. As the year went on, he did more and more for Chapmanville and was carved into an even bigger role this year. Tailback and getting a lot more touches. Cook with it. Goes up the middle. And nothing doing there as Cook ran out of room. Good play there inside by 54. I think that's Marquez Jr.
Robert Cook on the quarterback keeper. Tackle made by number 52, Kenny Hudson.
Chapmanville 2nd and 9 at the 30. Cook gets the snap, looks outside, throws for Adkins, makes the catch, makes some guy miss, makes another guy miss, and now he's got a chance to go. Adkins with it, stiff arm, onto the 35, down to the 30, and a big play for Chapmanville there as Austin Adkins able to break free over the middle for a Chapmanville first down and a 40-yard gain in the air from Cook to Adkins. Good play there from Cook to Adkins. Good protection as Cook had some time to throw over the middle, and Adkins able to make a few guys miss there. Good blocking downfield from the other receivers as well. Two receivers to each side. Cook inside. Now gets a quarterback draw up the middle. He's got to make one man miss. Does. Tries to make another man and gets inside the 20-yard line down to the 15. A 15-yard run for Chapmanville. Two back-to-back big plays for the Tigers. But this one may be coming back. As we get, nope, it's not coming back. We're going to get a sideline warning against Chapmanville. So that one's going to move, but that's just a warning. So 1st and 10 from the 15 for the Tigers. Cook with it. Twin receivers to both sides again. Cook looks, pumps. Now is going to try to roll out. This was a screen, and he just throws it away. That's a smart play from Robert Cook there. Eventually, he thought about doing something he shouldn't have, but he pump fakes it to this quick screen. Gets a lot of guys in the air. Then he didn't have anywhere else to go with the ball. Cook rolls around and finally throws it away to bring up second and 10 for the 15.
Yeah, not a lot of high school quarterbacks remember to throw the ball away when they get in that situation. I seen Mann's quarterback, Devin Sanders, do it the other day in their scrimmage game, and it was the first time I'd honestly seen it in a while.
Tigers with it. They'll get back in the I formation here. There's the give to Adkins. Got a little crease up the middle, able to get it inside the 10. It'll be 3rd and about 4 for Chapmanville at about the 7-8 yard line.
Atkins on the carry for the Tigers.
So Chapmanville knocking on the door one more time here in the first half. About 9-10 to go here in the first half of play.
Yeah, with as well as their defense is playing, Chapmanville's sitting very nice right now, very close to the goal line, trying to get that second score before halftime.
Power eye here for the Tigers. Give is to Andrew Topping. Topping follow his blockers. Still pushing. He's going to have the first down inside the 5-yard line. So it's going to be first and goal from about the 3 for Chapmanville. And the Tigers continue to pound away at that Sissonville front.
Yeah, another thing Chapmanville has done pretty well is slow the ball down and keep possession of the ball, as we are already almost 4 minutes into this second quarter.
Give here's the Kovac. He runs forward. He's in. Touchdown Chapmanville. It's another Tiger touchdown here in the first half of play as Chapmanville takes a 13-0 lead on the legs of Preston Kovac. Bring on the sophomore kicker, Jonathan Farrell, who excelled last year as a freshman and has just gotten even better. Farrell on to attempt the point after. Hold from the sophomore Nate Easterling. Good hold. Kick is on the way. It's good. As Chapmanville takes a 14-0 lead here in the first half of play with 8:06 to go. We'll be back with more Chapmanville football right after this. You're watching D&D Sports Network.
Stop by McCoy Dental and let our friendly staff take care of all your dental needs. Whether it's crowns, root canals, teeth cleaning, implants, or you're just in need of some light cosmetic work, we have you covered. McCoy Dental, improving our area one smile at a time. McCoy Dental is located at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan, West Virginia. Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. You get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to Sissonville High School, where Chapmanville has just taken a 14-0 lead with 8 minutes to go here in the first half. This is Dylan Morris producing. I got my man James Barker on the call, and what a first game for James. He sounds like an absolute natural up here, as most of you probably won't be surprised to know that, as he is a long-time football coach. He's been around this game for a long time.
Too many years.
Yeah,
too many years.
Too many of them.
Carrillo with the kick. That's another booming kick from Carrillo to about the 10-yard line. Fake reverse from Sissonville again. Had a good return last time from this young man, and he does a pretty decent job there. About a 22-yard return for Evan Taylor.
They'll bring him up to right around the 30-yard line. Not too bad of field position here. And plenty of time on that clock to try to get a score in before the half, as they will get the ball after the half as well, as Chapmanville won the toss and wanted the ball to start the game.
Takes it across the 30-yard line. First and 10 Indians.
It looks like we got a timeout on the field. No, maybe not. Thought it was a timeout.
It looked like one there.
Not sure what exactly happened there, but
trips receivers down here on the bottom for the Indians. And now they have a tight end. So trips and then a tight end up top. Different formation than we've seen from Sissonville. Give off to Taylor there. He's got some running space on the outside, turns the corner. Able to gain about 3 or 4 on the play. And Sissonville has not been too bad moving the football. It just kind of had a couple penalties, and then they had the one big play to Wiseman. But running the ball, Chapmanville's been able to kind of swarm on those backs.
Yeah, that defensive front for Chapmanville has been dominant. You talked about the senior-led team, 8 returners Belcher has on this defense, and I know you said at the beginning that he was bragging on this defense, and they've definitely lived up to that hype.
Same formation, trips to the bottom, another motion Wiseman across. He gets reset. Give this time again to Taylor. Taylor tries to bounce it back outside, and that's just nowhere going. Great play there from the defensive end, Josh Porter, the 6-foot sophomore, able to swallow it up as he kept good leverage there on the outside. And the swarming defense for Chapmanville continues to show up. Outside of that one play from Wiseman, we haven't really seen a lot of holes in this Chapmanville defense.
Now, I played fullback when I was in high school at Man High School, and we ran out of that similar formation a lot, and we'd run that little zone read. And a lot of the times the cutback was pretty open. I mean, usually 8 times out of 10 you can bet it's probably going to be open, but it hasn't really worked today for the Indians.
Now we're going to get a timeout here, it looks like, for Sissonville. We'll do the same. Chapmanville 14-0 lead here in the second quarter. We'll be back with more as you're watching D&D Sports.
Trailhead Bar and Grill in Mapleton, West Virginia is making sure trail riders and locals are staying happy and full. One thing's a guarantee at Trailhead is great food and great service. Come watch your favorite ball game, have a party, or we'll host your events at Trailhead Bar and Grill, proud supporter of the Mingo Central Miners and all mountain athletes. Hensley Logging is now looking for full and part-time employees. They're looking for certified loggers and experience in the commercial logging industry. They're hiring full and part-time cutters, skidders, and loader operators, as well as hiring part-time diesel mechanics. If you're seeking or interested in a job in the logging industry, apply online at hensleylogging@outlook.com.
Back here as Sissonville faces a 3rd and 10. Taylor drops back to pass, has time, throws over in the flat. It's caught, but short of the first down. As that, like Taylor there. Nate Young with the catch, excuse me. So Young with the catch there. And it's 4th and 2, and the Indians bring out their punt team.
And you like to think if the quarterback could have got the ball in the air there, I mean, he had a pretty good look at the first down.
He did. He had some running room. There's a snap back to Taylor, who's also the punter. It kind of goes off the side of his foot there. Adkins will now pick it up at about the 28. Forward ahead now to the 45. Adkins has got some room, got some breakaway ability. I don't know if they're going to call the clip there. They did. So that'll be coming back. But Austin Adkins again shows his elusiveness there. Dylan, is sometimes it's hard to bring Austin Adkins down.
Yeah, well, he don't have a very large frame to tackle. And if you don't come up and break down and wrap up, I mean, it's not very hard for him to get through those arm tackles. You've seen him break about 3 or 4 there.
You get a block in the back against Chapmanville. That will be a spot foul. So Chapmanville's probably going to start around the 42-yard line, as 44-yard line. As Chapmanville, with 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter, has a chance to really extend their lead.
Yeah, still not a terrible spot for the Tigers, although, you would like to be over midfield, but they're still sitting in pretty good position with plenty of time to get downfield and get another score before the half.
Cook back to pass here, looking deep, throws it deep, and that's way over the head of all players on the field. Wesley Watts, the intended target. Watts, the sophomore, a lot of speed for Watts, but Cook just overshot it.
Second down and 10, Chapmanville.
See Jeremy Collins check in. Collins, the starting safety for the Tigers as well. This is his first offensive snap of the game as he goes in for Austin Adkins. Second and 10. Cook with it. So he'll drop back. Nope, it'll run this time. Cook follows the fullback, Kovac. Got a good lane. Robert Cook to the outside. Breaks it to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Tackled inside the 10-yard line. A beautiful run, well-executed play up front. And it's a gain of about 40 on the play for Robert Cook, and the Tigers cooking again.
A beautiful block in there by the Tigers. Gave Cook plenty of room on the outside to use his speed. and put the Tigers in outstanding position to get another score. Although it was at the expense of that outside referee.
Yeah, he took a tumble, didn't he? Good run from Cook. It's Chapmanville again right on the doorstep. You go back to this power eye set.
Yeah, I like this power eye that they've ran in the red zone.
Give to Adkins. Adkins tries to break outside. Spins inside the inside the 3. Maybe got to the 2, but I think they've marked him at the 3. So 2nd and goal on a gain of about 4. You would like that power eye. I remember those days.
Yeah.
Little Harvey Arms offense.
Yeah, well, you don't really see it much anymore. We ran it a little bit my sophomore and junior year, but he kind of shied away from it my senior year, and I haven't seen it much in football the last couple seasons.
Chapmanville back under center in that power eye. This time it's leaning to the right. They'll give it. Nope, they fake it to Adkins in a boot play. They're going to get Cook into the end zone for the touchdown. Good block from Quentin Wagner there at the tight end position, and he's able to spring Cook in for the quarterback boot touchdown.
Yeah, and the nice run by Atkins, the play before, really set that up because, you know, you can't look away from him when he gets the fake. I mean, you got to make sure if he is getting the ball, you're not letting him get that touchdown. And they all bit down on the fake, and he had all kinds of room outside to score.
Farrell on for the PAT again. It's down, kick up, it's good. Chapmanville, a 21-0 lead here with 4:26 to go in the first half of play. We're back with more football action right here on D&D Sports.
Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care. If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
Alrighty, guys, we're back here at Sissonville High School. Dylan Morris producing, and James Barker on the call, his very first appearance for D&D, as Chapmanville leads 21-0. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Chapmanville is set to kick off, and this young man has had some beautiful kicks today, and he'll get another one. Fielded around the 15. And he'll be stopped short just about the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians.
Number 34, Ian Cox on the return for Sissonville.
And James, you coached here the last couple seasons, and you know you're still very close to the family in Chapmanville, so you know a lot about these kids. What have you seen that's really just went in Chapmanville's favor today to where they can take this big lead in the first half?
You know, Coach Belcher has talked about, you know, trying to be a physical football team, and that's kind of where Chapmanville's been at this first half. They've just out-physicaled Sissonville at the point of attack, and you know they've taken their shots when they've had to on the offensive side, but you know, they've had really good field position, as you'll get another timeout. It looks like Coach Belcher was missing a nose guard, and he'll take a timeout.
Timeout, Chapmanville.
And as they take a quick timeout, we're going to take this time to thank our sponsors today, which is Coalfield Medical Center. And then, as always, we got Cheech's Pizza, Giovanni's in West Logan, Gracie and Tate Merchandise, McCoy Dental, Three Guys Pizza, Trailhead Barbecue and Grill, Hensley Logging, Appalachian Medical, Genmar Services, and our friends over with Mingy Beef Jerky. And guys, this is a recorded game. We couldn't get the Wi-Fi, so you're probably watching this on YouTube right now. We tried to stream it live. We did all we could, but you know, as long as we're at least recording it for you guys to watch back and watch these Tigers and these Indians battle this evening, you know, we're happy with that.
Taylor back to pass, rolls out, still looking, stops, tries to get away from Robinette, but can't do it, as that's the first sack of the game. That's not Robinette, excuse me, that's Benji Adkins, the tight end for Chapmanville. They're playing that defensive end. Adkins picks up the first sack. Is good coverage down the field. You know, that's a coverage sack for the Tigers.
Yeah, and we talked about that earlier. You know, that is a play where the quarterback could have, probably should have, just thrown the ball out of bounds, not taking any loss, and tried again on the 2nd and 10, but he takes that 4-yard loss and makes it a little bit more difficult to pick up that first down.
Taylor back to pass, looking for Wiseman, throws, it's complete. As Wiseman able to get it over the 35-yard line and a gain of about 10 on the play to bring up 3rd and 5.
A nice play by Wiseman there to make it manageable for the Indians, as he has been the playmaker for what little bit of light we have seen for this offense.
Yeah, it's been all Wiseman, hasn't it?
Yeah, if they can get him going and keep him getting catches downfield, they can put themselves back in this ball game.
Double tight set, no, excuse me, trips to the top, tight end to the bottom. Taylor back to pass, looking, throws, and almost intercepted. As Pridemore had the coverage on Wiseman there, and Adkins almost the interception as the overthrow by Taylor.
And on 4th and 5, it looks like Sissonville will bring out the punt team and try to trust their defense to hold Chapmanville with 2:43 to go here in the first half.
Dylan, you mentioned this. You know, last time Sissonville had the ball, it was a big possession on 3rd down. Well, they're going to ask their defense for a big stop because they get the ball to start the second half. But if they're down 4 scores, you can almost forget about any comeback.
Yeah, you're right, which – muffed the punt
muffed
there.
the punt. That's going to be Sissonville ball. Adkins touched it with his fingertips, and it will be a fumble, and it'll be given back to the Indians. So our first turnover of the game is a big play for the Indians that keeps this drive alive.
Yeah, not a great play there by Chapmanville, but I mean, if you're Zach Belcher and the staff, you really can't be too mad because you're sitting in a pretty decent spot about midfield, and your defense is absolutely dominated. I mean, it's going to take a couple good plays for the Indians to get through this Chapmanville defense and score before the half.
Indians' best field position of the night, though, is they'll start on the 43-yard line of Chapmanville.
And you never know, Coach. I mean, this could be the momentum shifter for Sissonville.
And you've seen it 1,000 times in a bunch of games. Taylor back to pass, rolls to his left, still looking downfield. Good tackle there as Preston Kovac comes up from his inside linebacker position and knocks Taylor out of bounds for a loss of 2 on the play.
Down the left sideline, knocked out of bounds by number 22, Preston Kovac. Loss of 2 on the play.
And not much running room there. Honestly, if I'm the quarterback, I'm probably just running out of bounds, trying to at least get the clock to stop, give me a little bit more room to work. As you know, Sissonville really needs to score before they go into the half, or they're just going to be trying to play up the rest of the game.
Trips to the bottom, single receiver to the top. Snap goes to Taylor, still looking at Wiseman. Now will scramble, runs to the outside, trying to find some room, and maybe gains about 3 yards on the play, close to the original line of scrimmage. I think he gained a yard from the original line of scrimmage on first down, so it's now 3rd and 9 for Sissonville as the Chapmanville defense continues to impress.
And, you know, I talked to Coach Carter earlier at school, and, you know, as we mentioned earlier, his nephew is the coach over here at Sissonville, and he seems to think that they're pretty young as a team. So, you know, they haven't looked too bad with a new coach, first official game of the season. seem to be pretty young, and they're going up against a great Chapmanville team. So there's a lot of promising looks here for Sissonville.
Taylor with it this time, tries to run to the outside, close to the first down, but a good form tackle there by Andrew Topping will keep the Indians short of the sticks. Chapmanville again with good coverage in the secondary. Taylor nowhere to go with the football, and it brings up 4th and about a long 2 from 35.
6 on the play. 4th down and 2 from the 35.
Clock winding down here in the first half, a minute to go. Taylor just looks gassed back there. He's ran for his life just about every play this series.
And Coach, if you're in this position, I mean, are you taking the shot, or are you playing it safe and trying to run some clock out and hope for a better start in the second half? I mean, where do you go here?
You know, I would have done exactly what Taylor did there. I would have tried to, get a cheap first down off the offsides. Didn't get it, so now we're going to go talk about it, see what we've got as a best look. I took my timeout. I got 46 seconds left. And I'm in a situation where I can run or throw. Like, I don't have to throw the ball just because there's 20 or 46 seconds left in the half. I still have one timeout. Clock stops on the first down. I can move my guys up faster. I can clock it if I need to, or I can call 2 plays in the huddle right here. So you're in a situation as a coach. You can call anything you want. You can do anything you want. But you just got to find the right play to get this first down, because that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and we'll see what they go with here. I know that, what was that receiver's name?
Wiseman.
I know Wiseman has been their biggest playmaker today, but quarterback's made a couple decent runs out of the pocket here and there. And
anytime we've seen this H-back, we have not seen a lot of throws. We've seen more run when we see this H-back in the game. They're going to roll him out, and they're looking for Wiseman, and they just couldn't get it to him. He was open late, but Taylor kind of gave up on it, tried to run for the first down, and it's another Chapmanville defensive stop as they'll take over at about the 37-yard line with under 40 seconds to go here in the half.
Elijah Pridemore. Chapmanville takes over on downs.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see what Chapmanville pulls out here. As you know, the name of their game this evening has been running the ball and really slowing the pace down. So we'll see if they come out with a big play here and try to pick up another score.
See what they do. If I know Dave, you're probably going to see quarterback draw or screen here, if I had to guess. We'll see what Cook does. There's the pass. Oh, they're going to take a shot or try to take a shot. Cook with it and just tries to throw it out of bounds. He's out of the pocket, and that'll be incomplete. You have the official coming in to talk. I don't know if the ball got back to the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be the discussion.
Scrambles around, throws that out of bounds. 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers.
But the rule on that is it doesn't matter if it crosses the line of scrimmage at the out-of-bounds stripe. As long as it crosses the line of scrimmage continuously, it could go all the way over to Polka, and there it would cross the out-of-bounds stripe. Then it's not intentional grounding.
Yeah, and I believe that's what they figured out there. It was a very short conversation by the white hat official. Little I formation here. Handed off to the deep back Atkins. He's off to the right. And pickup of a couple on the play. Pretty decent pickup. As
somebody took a timeout or tried to.
It might have been Chapmanville. I don't think he got out of bounds on that one, so the clock is continuing to run, so I don't guess they got it with about 8 seconds to go. That'll probably be the last play in the half. And guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break and hear from our sponsors. Chapmanville leads down here at Sissonville 21-0. You're watching D&D Sports Network, the #1 source of sporting news in the mountains.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you are ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza. At Giovanni's Pizza in West Logan, we got subs, calzones, wings, pizza, and more. Stop by today. Great service with great deals. We also got a newly renovated and remodeled dining room where you can enjoy your game day celebrations or relax after a trail ride. We look forward to seeing you at Giovanni's in Logan, West Virginia. Gracie and Tate Merchandising has become a staple here in the Danville and Madison community. They'll make sure you find that treasure that's been eluding you. Everything you need under one roof. New items at discounted prices right here at Gracie and Tate Merchandising. Go Skyhawks! At Giovanni's Pizza in West Logan, we got subs, calzones, wings, pizza, and more. Stop by today. Great service with great deals. We also got a newly renovated and remodeled dining room where you can enjoy your game day celebrations or relax after a trail ride. We look forward to seeing you at Giovanni's in Logan, West Virginia. Stop by McCoy Dental and let our friendly staff take care of all your dental needs, whether it's crowns, root canals, teeth cleaning, implants, or you're just in need of some light cosmetic work. We have you covered. McCoy Dental, improving our area one smile at a time. McCoy Dental is located at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan, West Virginia. Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. You get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you. Trailhead Bar and Grill in Maplewood, West Virginia is making sure trail riders and locals are staying happy and full. One thing's a guarantee at Trailhead is great food and great service. Come watch your favorite ball game, have a party, or we'll host your events at Trailhead Bar and Grill, proud supporter of the Mingo Central Miners and all mountain athletes. Hensley Logging is now looking for full and part-time employees. They're looking for certified loggers and experience in the commercial logging industry. They're hiring full and part-time cutters, skidders, and loader operators, as well as hiring part-time diesel mechanics. If you're seeking or interested in a job in the logging industry, apply online at hensleylogging@outlook.com or contact owner and operator Chris and Misty Hensley at 681-438-9494. That's 681-438-9494. Hensley Logging is a proud supporter of the Logan Timberwolves and all mountain athletes. Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care. If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today. Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care. If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you are ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza. At Giovanni's Pizza in West Logan, we got subs, calzones, wings, pizza, and more. Stop by today. Great service with great deals. We also got a newly renovated and remodeled dining room where you can enjoy your game day celebrations or relax after a trail ride. We look forward to seeing you at Giovanni's in Logan, West Virginia. Gracie and Tate Merchandising has become a staple here in the Danville and Madison community. They'll make sure you find that treasure that's been eluding you. Everything you need under one roof. New items at discounted prices right here at Gracie and Tate Merchandising. Go Skyhawks! Stop by McCoy Dental and let our friendly staff take care of all your dental needs. Whether it's crowns, root canals, teeth cleaning, implants, or you're just in need of some light cosmetic work, we have you covered. McCoy Dental, improving our area one smile at a time. McCoy Dental is located at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan, West Virginia. Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. Get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you. Trailhead Bar and Grill in Maplewood, West Virginia is making sure trail riders and locals are staying happy and full. One thing's a guarantee at Trailhead is great food and great service. Come watch your favorite ball game, have a party, or we'll host your events at Trailhead Bar and Grill, proud supporter of the Mingo Central Miners and all mountain athletes. Hensley Logging is now looking for full and part-time employees. They're looking for certified loggers and experience in the commercial logging industry. They're hiring full and part-time cutters, skidders, and loader operators, as well as hiring part-time diesel mechanics. If you're seeking or interested in a job in the logging industry, apply online at hensleylogging@outlook.com or contact owner and operator Chris and Misty Hensley at 681-438-9494. That's 681-438-9494. Hensley Logging is a proud supporter of the Logan Timberwolves and all mountain athletes. Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care. If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you are ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza. Gracie and Tate Merchandising has become a staple here in the Danville and Madison community. They'll make sure you find that treasure that's been eluding you. Everything you need under one roof. New items at discounted prices right here at Gracie and Tate Merchandising. Go Skyhawks! Stop by McCoy Dental and let our friendly staff take care of all your dental needs. Whether it's crowns, root canals, teeth cleaning, implants, or you're just in need of some light cosmetic work, we have you covered. McCoy Dental, improving our area one smile at a time. McCoy Dental is located at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan, West Virginia. Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. You get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you. Trailhead Bar and Grill in Maplewood, West Virginia is making sure trail riders and locals are staying happy and full. One thing's a guarantee at Trailhead is great food and great service. Come watch your favorite ball game, have a party, or we'll host your events at Trailhead Bar and Grill, proud supporter of the Mingo Central Miners and all mountain athletes. Hensley Logging is now looking for full and part-time employees. They're looking for certified loggers and experience in the commercial logging industry. They're hiring full and part-time cutters, skidders, and loader operators, as well as hiring part-time diesel mechanics. If you're seeking or interested in a job in the logging industry, apply online at hensleylogging@outlook.com or contact owner and operator Chris and Misty Hensley at 681-438-9494. That's 681-438-9494. Hensley Logging is a proud supporter of the Logan Timberwolves and all mountain athletes. Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care. If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you are ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza. At Giovanni's Pizza in West Logan, we got subs, calzones, wings, pizza, and more. Stop by today. Great service with great deals. We also got a newly renovated and remodeled dining room where you can enjoy your game day celebrations or relax after a trail ride. We look forward to seeing you at Giovanni's in Logan, West Virginia. Gracie and Tate merchandising has become a staple here in the Danville and Madison community. They'll make sure you find that treasure that's been eluding you. Everything you need under one roof. New items at discounted prices right here at Gracie and Tate Merchandising. Go Skyhawks! Stop by McCoy Dental and let our friendly staff take care of all your dental needs. Whether it's crowns, root canals, teeth cleaning, implants, or you're just in need of some light cosmetic work, we have you covered. McCoy Dental, improving our area one smile at a time. McCoy Dental is located at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan, West Virginia. Gracie and Tate merchandising has become a staple here in the Danville and Madison community. Trailhead Bar and Grill in Maplewood, West Virginia is making sure trail riders and locals are staying happy and full. One thing's a guarantee at Trailhead is great food and great service. Come watch your favorite ball game, have a party, or we'll host your events at Trailhead Bar and Grill. proud supporter of the Mingo Central Miners and all Mountain athletes. Hensley Logging is now looking for full and part-time employees. They're looking for certified loggers and experience in the commercial logging industry. They're hiring full and part-time cutters, skidders, and loader operators, as well as hiring part-time diesel mechanics. If you're seeking or interested in a job in the logging industry, apply online at hensleylogging@outlook.com or contact owner and operator Chris and Misty Hensley at 681-438-9494. That's 681-438-9494. Hensley Logging is a proud supporter of the Logan Timberwolves and all Mountain athletes.
Back here at Sissonville High School, James Barker, Dylan Morris with you as Chapmanville a 21-0 lead at halftime. As we come out of the break, it will be Sissonville to receive the second half kickoff. And Dylan, really, not only was the Chapmanville offensive performance impressive to get the 3 touchdowns, but it's really been a story of the Chapmanville defense in the first half.
Yeah, to me, the defense has the slight edge of being a little bit more impressive than the offense. Of course, the offense has established a solid run game. They're able to throw the ball a little bit, but that defense is not giving the Indians any kind of daylight. Every time they make a big play, it's like Chapmanville just shows right back up and forces a punt or a turnover. So we'll see if that will hold to be the same story for the Tigers in the second half, as Zach Belcher's first game as Chapmanville Tigers head coach.
And he's done a great job so far, Zach, and his staff with a 21-0 lead at halftime. And really, when you look at what Sissonville's done, they've only had one big play on the offensive side as they found Wiseman over the middle and he broke a tackle to get inside the 20-yard line. But from that point on, Chapmanville's defense been very impressive, and then the only negative play they had from an offensive perspective was on special teams with the muff punt. Everything else, Chapmanville has moved the ball. They've only punted one time in the game so far, and looking to try to close this game out here in the second half.
Yeah, I've always hated the narrative of, these guys didn't want it as bad or these guys didn't play as hard. Of course, the Indians are trying to play as hard just as much as the Chapmanville Tigers, but it does seem like they still are a little bit more in those pregame first of the year jitters than the Tigers are. They seem a little bit more calm, which could be due to the 21-0 lead here at the half.
Carrillo to approach the ball and get the second half underway. Good kick from Carrillo. Ball bouncing into the end zone with the touchback. And anytime you see a kicker with a touchback in high school, that's always an impressive feat.
Yeah, it's not something that I've seen a lot in my 21 years of living. Probably a handful of times I've seen. You've probably seen it a couple more, but yeah, that young man does definitely have an impressive leg on him.
Sissonville will start at their own 20-yard line as they'll try to put something together here to start the second half of play. It was the Jake Wiseman show for the Sissonville offense for the most part in the first half, as he had about 5 or 6 catches for around 60 yards. As Sissonville will come with 2 receivers to both sides of the field. Taylor back in the gun, fakes it, throws the bubble short there, as Taylor has struggled a little bit when he's been on the move, Dylan.
Yeah, that's wasn't a bad play design, decent, different look really, coming out same formation, fake to the running back, tried to throw the little quick pass there, but it's like his ball is just a little bit short. Every time he throws out toward the flat area, doesn't quite have the arm strength to hit that receiver in the chest.
2nd and 10 for the Indians. They're going to have to hurry up to get this play off, as they've got 6 seconds to break the huddle quickly. 3 seconds, 2. Can Taylor get it off? It won't matter as Jeremy Harrison takes the timeout.
And during this timeout, we are going to discuss, I know you guys aren't watching this live, so by the time you watch this, you probably will know. We do have a score update from Man versus Logan. Man Hillbillies up 14-0 with a little bit to go in the second quarter. And Coach Barker, the Chapmanville Tigers will see the Logan Wildcats and the Man Hillbillies, as we are all county rivals. And, Man seems to have a pretty promising unit this year, with Nathaniel Smith running that defense and Coach Arms having the addition of John Thomas Keffer, helping out a little bit with the offense. But you've coached against Coach Arms and Coach Smith and Coach Keffer. I mean, what do you think Chapmanville has that can battle against the Hillbillies and the Wildcats to hopefully come out with a sweep over the county?
Yeah, Chapmanville's got a lot of size and some athleticism in some spots, but those games are always, it doesn't matter. You can throw the records out. You can throw a lot of things out. It's really tough. Good pass there from Taylor. Is able to fit the window there. Not really sure what number caught that pass, but beautiful ball there from Taylor on the bubble slant. And picks up about 8 on the play.
Looks like it might have been number 6 there on the quick slant pass. Nice job holding on to that ball. A lot of receivers, when they feel that contact after that catch, they'll drop the ball, and he did a nice job holding on and getting what yardage he could.
So 3rd and 2, twin receivers to both sides. Taylor fakes it. Bubble this time, caught, and it'll be a first down. So a good little movement there for the Indians on the first drive of the second half as they get a first down there. First and 10 at the 34-yard line. Now, you played in both of those games, Man and Logan, and then Man and Chapmanville, and it's really, for Man, got to be a little bit weird in that series because you play the one county team at the beginning of the year, and now you play the one county team at the end of the year.
Yeah, I know my senior year, we come out against Logan first game of the year, and was actually the only time in my career we were able to beat Logan as that pass is incomplete. We beat them 62-8, and then we played Chapmanville later in the year, and honestly we had lost 2 big games coming into that game, and we knew how strong Chapmanville was, and I'm gonna be honest, we were very fearful that we might lose 3 and end up missing the playoffs. It's definitely always a tough matchup with Logan and Chapmanville, but I do agree Chapmanville usually does have the edge up front with size. It's been the name of the game today. Their defensive and offensive front is absolutely dominated inside, and that's something that I don't know that Logan and Man has to battle with them really.
Trips to the bottom of the screen. Taylor back to pass. Looks at Wiseman. Now will try to scramble. Runs up the middle. Jukes and gets forward to about the 42-yard line. So the quarterback, Ethan Taylor, scrambles for a gain of about 7 there. And we've kind of seen Taylor hobble around here in the beginning of the second half. Don't know if that's an ankle or a cramp or what. This is a Sissonville team, not a lot of big numbers on the sideline. They don't play a lot of guys. You've got 9 guys going both ways. They have to be one of the most well-conditioned teams coming into this season because they just don't have another choice not to be.
Yeah, you'd like to think so. I mean, on this field there is not a lot of shade really, so you'd like to think that, they're probably practicing out in this heat every day. I know when I got here, I was absolutely scorching. When you pulled up, I was soaking wet with sweat, but could be a little bit of a cramp issue due to that. It was a little warmer earlier, but hopefully he does remain to stay healthy and doesn't have anything serious go on as the punt team does come on the field for the Indians.
Yeah, another good stop for the Chapmanville defense is Eli Pridemore, the middle linebacker there for Chapmanville, able to make a play. Is we're going to get another timeout from Sissonville. It looks like they have now taken 2 timeouts here in the first 3 minutes of the second half. They had 12 guys out there on the punt, and we're going to talk things over once again.
As they do that, we'll take a step aside and hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back live on the D&D Sports Network.
Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care.
Punt away here for the Indians, out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. As again, Chapmanville a 21-0 lead. James Barker, Dylan Morris with you. As Dylan, a little bit of an update from George Queen Memorial Stadium.
After the Trey Ward touchdown, the Hillbillies are up 22-0 right before the half. So a nice outing here for the season opener for the Man Hillbillies. And really, Coach Barker, we're a little bit like Chapmanville as well. We do have a lot of returning players, juniors and seniors, so that could be the difference maker. There's a big sack there by number 11.
Yeah, a good play there from Sissonville. Not really entirely sure what Chapmanville was trying to do there. It almost looked like there was a screen. They had a D-line came forward the entire time and wasn't sure if Chapmanville was on the same page with that blocking assignment.
They did lose 10 yards on the play, so it will be second and long for the Tigers. So come out in the double slot formation. Back to the left.
There's your screen as Cook now with it. Got some open space. He's going to take off up ahead to the 30. Makes a guy miss, and Cook has a chance here. He gets the first down. He's in the open field. Robert Cook could go all the way. A broken play, scramble, screen touchdown for Robert Cook. No flags anywhere. No, sir. No flags on the play as Robert Cook makes something out of nothing, and the Tigers on the board once again.
Me and Coach Barker were talking at the half. You guys that watch D&D Sports, you do know that we always have a Mingy Beef Jerky player of the game, and although we don't decide until the end of the game, he did just make a stronger case for himself to possibly be that player of the game. But it will be hard to choose, as Chapmanville has had a lot of players play very well this evening.
Absolutely. Defense has been outstanding. As Farrell's point after attempt on the way, and it is good. Chapmanville takes a 28-0 lead with 7:54 left in the third quarter. More football right after this as you're watching D&D Sports Network.
If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a...
All right, guys, welcome back. Sissonville High School. Chapmanville leads 28-0 here, 7:54 to go in the third quarter as Sissonville takes another touchback, the second one of the evening for the Chapmanville kicker.
Yeah, Sebastian Carrillo again with another touchback. As Dylan, when you talk about high school football, that's a weapon because most teams get out and return it past the 30, even to the 40 or midfield, and with the touchbacks, it puts you backed up. You got to drive 80 yards instead of 60. It changes your thinking because you're not in four-down territory anymore.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, every return we've seen today has been a pretty solid return from both teams. So it is something that will be effective for the Tigers.
And this is one thing that's probably going to hurt Coach Belcher. This is the second time this has happened where they've made some substitutions on defense, and they're only out there with 10 players on the field. So Coach Belcher takes the timeout, and we'll do the same. Back with more on D&D Sports Network right after this.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza. At Giovanni's Pizza in West Logan, we got subs, calzones, wings, pizza, and more. Stop by today. Great service with great deals. We also got a newly renovated and remodeled.
Back here at Sissonville High School, James Parker, Dylan Morse with you on the D&D Network. Taylor back to pass, looking, rolling out, and he's slung down from behind. Big tackle there.
Number 20.
Benji Adkins, I think. That's his second sack of the day.
Or number 80. I thought it was a 2. Yeah, that is Benji Atkins.
Atkins with another sack. This is a quarterback that had a lot of weapons last year for Sissonville. Again, led the conference in passing with over 2,500 yards and 25 touchdowns. But he has not had time and has struggled tonight. Taylor back, looking with Wiseman in motion. Now he's got a lane. Going to take off and makes a cut, gets upfield, and will be close to the first down. And they're going to mark him across the 30, and it will be a Sissonville first down.
Yeah, nice pickup there by the quarterback. I thought he had the wide out open at the bottom of the screen. I mean, their corner was about 10 yards off the ball, but anytime you throw it in the air, Coach Arms always said, there's 3 things that can happen, and 2 of them are bad. You either catch it, you drop it, or it gets picked off. Which makes sense for him to say that.
Absolutely. Twin receivers to both sides. Taylor in the shotgun. Here's the give off to his brother, Evan Taylor. And he's looking for running room and just not doing tonight. No running room on this Tigers defense tonight. As you see Wagner as well as Porter and Pridemore there to make the stop. 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play. Chapmanville in control of this one so far.
Halfway through the third quarter, guys, we want to thank our sponsors, the Coldfield Medical Center, Cheech's Pizza, Giovanni's in West Logan, Gracie and Tate Merchandise, McCoy Dental, Three Guys Pizza, Trailhead Barbecue and Grill, Hensley Logging, Appalachian Medical, Genmar Services, and Mingy Beef Jerky.
Picks up about 2 on the play.
3rd and 7 or 8 now for the Indians. As rush there from Evan Taylor gains about 2 yards. And again, thank our sponsors for this broadcast, Dylan, because without them we would not be here tonight.
Yeah, you're right. It is a group effort. I mean, it takes the sponsors, to get us out here, and then it takes the viewers to get the sponsors. So we appreciate everybody here with the D&D family.
Taylor throws one off the hands of the intended receiver. I believe that's Talon Harrison. As, again, the Chapmanville defense finds a way off the field on 3rd down as the Sissonville Indian punt team back onto the field. And aside from that big play from Wiseman, we have not seen much movement against this Tiger defense.
No, the Tiger defense has definitely been very tough this evening. I mean, they're stopping the run. Their defensive backs are playing great coverage, not giving receivers any room to get open. I mean, really, when everything's clicking for the Tigers, I mean, there's not much you can do when you're Sissonville.
There's the snap. Collins almost blocks it. Did he get a piece? If he did, that's why there's no flag. That ball rolls backwards out of bounds. And they're going to say it was deflected. So Collins is able to get a hand on that And Chapmanville will take over at the Sissonville 40-yard line. Last time we had a score update from Man, it was Man 20, Logan nothing.
I believe it is 22-0 at the half. Man leads over Logan was the last thing that I heard.
First and 10, Chapmanville from the Indiana 40-yard line.
As Chapmanville comes out, 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top, 2 in the backfield with Cook. Give off to Kovac as he's over the left side, as he's able to gain about 7 on the play. As
Preston Kovac on the carry for Chapmanville.
they'll bring up about 2nd and 3 for the Tigers, as Chapmanville starting to chew a little clock here in the third quarter of play.
Yeah, and I don't blame them. I mean, 28-0, pretty much got this one in the bag. You know, Sissonville has not been able to move the ball very much. Everything has worked for Chapmanville, from special teams to their defensive front. They've been able to run the ball very well this game.
Give the Kovac again up the middle. Hard hitting there from the Indians, but it doesn't matter as Kovac falls forward for the Tiger first down at about the 29-yard line.
Preston Kovac, number 22, up the middle for the Tigers.
Well, the Indians travel to Logan next week. They'll take on the Wildcats, as Chapmanville back on the road next week, as well as they'll take on the Polka Dots. And Chapmanville trying to start the season with a win here in Sissonville and then a win at Polka. Give to Adkins, bobbles it. Now he gets to the outside. He's tackled from behind there after a gain of about 2 from the 28 to about the 26. As Adkins had some space, but I think the bobble handoff slowed him down just a little bit.
Coach, have you heard anything? Do you know if we're doing Polka in Chapmanville?
I have not heard anything, but I imagine that we're going to try to do every Chapmanville game this season from what I have been told. So,
yeah, it may be me and you.
We'll take it.
Yeah, I will definitely take it. I have enjoyed watching this Chapmanville team here this evening.
Cook rolls out to the left, and he'll be sacked again. A good pursuit there from the Indians as Cook gets brought down from behind. Good coverage on the back end of things, as well as Watts was trying to break open, but the safety came over the top to cover Watts on the backside post corner. And a bit of a coverage sack there for the Indians. It'll be 3rd and 11 now for Chapmanville. 2:10 to go here in the third quarter of play. Been so far, for the most part, a quick game. Cook with it, looks. Now we'll throw the fade over the head of Adkins as he broke inside. The fade goes outside, and it's incomplete. So 4th and 11 from the 29.
Pass attempt to number 3. Austin Adkins falls incomplete.
See where Dave Williamson and Zach Belcher go with this one. Williamson again, his first game as an OC. Zach Belcher's first game as the head coach. Those two have been on the Chapmanville staff for a long time and getting the opportunity, and deservedly so, to take over the reins. Cook rolls out to the right. Looks, fires on the post corner, just dropped by Adkins. Is he almost able to make a circus catch there one-handed? Good coverage there from the Indians as they'll take over on downs at the 29.
1:42 to go here in the third quarter. Looks like maybe a timeout on the field.
You can tell Sissonville is really struggling right now, just tired because of how many guys play both ways.
Yeah, it makes it a lot tougher when you got, the majority of your offense also having to go on defense, especially as hard as Chapmanville has ran the football. That definitely takes some tear onto the defense, having to come up and tackle those running backs every single play.
Carry there from number 20. We have it listed as Wheeler. But again, we've had struggled with the roster from Sissonville that we pulled from the SSAC, so not entirely sure if that is correct. And you have too many men on the field against Chapmanville. So another, and listen, you're up 21 or 28-0 here in the third quarter. You've had some issues with substitutions. Those are things that happen in early in the season. It's good that you have a lead like you do so you can get it corrected by next week.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you hit the nail right on the head. We're early in the season. You're going to see simple mistakes like that, and I'm very positive that Coach Belcher will correct those mistakes as the season goes on.
I completely agree with you. I just know his personality and mine just drives you crazy right now for sure. Sissonville, two receivers to the top, H-back to the top as well. Taylor rolls out, still looking, jukes and jives, and is tackled from behind by Caleb Farmer. Farmer, the 6'2 junior, brother of former Chapmanville tailback Cole Farmer. Makes his first tackle of the evening. So it's 2nd and 9 now for the Indians with 45 seconds to go here in the quarter.
You know, Coach, this is actually an interesting fact, but I've actually known Coach Belcher for a long time because my 8th grade year when I was at the middle school, he actually taught there. I don't know why I said teach. But he was an English teacher there, and I met him and Adam Dingus. I don't know if you know Adam Dingus or not.
I do.
I talked to those guys quite a bit in their single year at Mann Middle School.
I bet you could tell a few stories on those two.
Just a couple. I'll tell you what, we played a teachers versus student basketball game, and I was on the student side, and they were both on the teacher side, and Adam
can ball now.
Adam is tough. Zach not so much, but he's physical.
I would say this, and I would say it to Zach's face. Adam can ball. Zach looks like a ball. You know, if we're not giving each other fat jokes every day, because we teach right across the hall from each other, so we're always making fun of each other in some way, shape, form, fashion every morning. So I'm allowed to say those things about Zach, but you know. One thing about Coach Belcher is this, and I was in a similar situation a couple of years ago here at Sissonville back in 21. Zach and his wife Kaylee expecting a daughter here soon, and I know he's really excited about that to add to his family. It's Taylor over the right side there, had some good running lane there. Does the quarterback Taylor over for close to a first down. Maybe the biggest rush of the game for Sissonville.
Yeah, and it will likely lead us in to the start of the fourth quarter, guys. Chapmanville leads 28-0 here at Sissonville. We're going to take a quick break and hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back live on the D&D Sports Network.
Gracie and Tate Merchandising has become a staple here in the Danville and Madison community. They'll make sure you find that treasure that's been eluding you. Everything you need under one roof. New items at discounted prices right here at Gracie and Tate Merchandising. Go Skyhawks! Stop by McCoy Dental and let our friendly staff take care of all your dental needs. Whether it's crowns, root canals, teeth cleaning, implants, or you're just in need of some light cosmetic work, we have you covered. McCoy Dental, improving our area one smile at a time. McCoy Dental is located at the Fountain Place Mall in Logan, West Virginia. Come on down to Three Guys Pizza and Brew in Williamson, West Virginia. We're located on the corner of Harvey Street and 3rd Avenue. We got great deals on pizzas, sandwiches, and more. You get great service with great pricing. Enjoy your birthday or ball games with us here at Three Guys Pizza and Brew. Look forward to seeing you.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to Sissonville High School, where the Chapmanville Tigers have a commanding 28-0 lead here at the start of the fourth quarter. Sissonville has the ball around midfield. Hand off to the right, tries to cut back and nowhere to go. As we've talked about that Chapmanville front, just giving those running backs no room to run. Pickup of maybe a yard or two. Going to bring up 4th and about.
It's a long 3. If it says 3 on the scoreboard, it's a 4th and a long 3.
I was thinking more 4 or 5. But
good discipline from Chapmanville there, not jumping. Taylor goes for the hard count again. 10 seconds on the play clock. Taylor trying to get a play off. Does. Drops back. Looks downfield. Trying to outrun Kovac to the corner and does, and he'll pick up the first down. Taylor still struggling on that leg right now. I'm not sure if that's a cramp or it is a cramp. Yeah, we couldn't tell, but lost the edge there. Kovac almost got to him, but Taylor able to pick up the first down. And this is the first time Sissonville has been in Chapmanville territory since the end of the first half when Chapmanville muffed that punt. But since that point in time, they have spent the entire second half in their own end of the field.
I believe it might just be the 3rd time of the game, too.
Yeah.
I know they had that big play earlier and then that muff punt, and this might be just the 3rd time.
Give off there to Evan Taylor. Crosses right around the 40-yard line. Is the first or second time we've seen the Chapmanville player cramp.
Yeah, and you really do see this the first game a lot. It's always killed us at man, first game of the season, getting big cramps. My freshman year when we went down to Logan, that's actually, I know you talked earlier about Moody and Brock and me and Zach. That's how we actually started playing, was because all the seniors were going down with cramps, and we had no choice but to learn how to play because we were running out of players. There's a timeout on the field, and as they take one, we'll take one too, guys. We're going to hear from our sponsors and be right back live on the D&D Sports Network.
Trailhead Bar and Grill in Mapleton, West Virginia is making sure trail riders and locals are staying happy and full. One thing's a guarantee at Trailhead is great food and great service. Come watch your favorite ball game, have a party, or we'll host your events at Trailhead Bar and Grill. Proud supporter of the Mingo Central Miners and all mountain athletes.
Alrighty, guys, we're back here at Sissonville High School. 10:47 to go in the game. Dylan Morris here producing this broadcast as James Barker is on his very first call with D&D Sports. He will be covering all Chapmanville areas, the middle school and the high school. And welcome aboard, James. I think you've done a fantastic job to no surprise this evening.
Dylan, I really appreciate that, and it's been great working with you. And all of Chapmanville football broadcast is we got to watch the middle school there last night for a little bit as Eli Primore makes a great play there from behind, able to tackle Taylor in the backfield for a loss of about 3 or 4 on the play. But we were down there unable to do the broadcast, but stuck around and watched Ashley Dalton's Chapmanville middle school football team. And, man, they got a lot of talent on the football field for that middle school program as well. The future continues to be bright for Chapmanville football.
Yeah, we went down to, I coach at the middle school for man, and we went down to 7-on-7, and we pulled up with about 14 guys, and they pulled up with about 35. And we were like, man, Chapmanville's going to be tough to beat this year. They got skills, size, speed, a great coaching staff. They got it all.
Taylor able to find a receiver there for his first completion here in the fourth quarter as Wiseman able to get his first catch of the second half, as picks up about 6 on the play. And the Indians facing a 4th and 4 from about the 36-yard line. As they're going to get, is that Plumlee that jumped? I believe so. So Ian Plumlee a little too feisty there, as it'll give Sissonville the first down there on 4th and 4.
But you know, you got to give it to Chapmanville. They have been very disciplined on the hard count this evening. Usually it's a mistake you see very early in the season, but that is the first time in the ball game that they have let that affect them.
The first down for the Indians on about the 31. Taylor in the gun, 2 receivers to each side. Taylor drops back, looks over the middle, still looking, fires to Wiseman. Did he catch it? No, the umpire saying incomplete as the ball hit the ground, and he was right there in position. As Wiseman thought he was going to be able to get away with that one.
Yeah, but you can see it clear as day even from up here. That definitely hit the ground first and did bounce.
Thought it was a really good call. He was in the right position to make that call. Taylor, you can tell a little bit, just holding on to the ball just a half second too long, not really trusting those receivers to break open sometimes. And you know, when you get a new coach in, you get a little bit of a new system, sometimes that timing becomes a little bit of an issue. Taylor with it, looks underneath, now fires. Wiseman wide open on the curl route, able to get inside the 20 down to about the 11-yard line. And that's been kind of Sissonville's offense here this evening, is if Wiseman can get open, Taylor's found him, and that's his 7th catch of the night. Sissonville now moving quickly. Taylor with it. Looks like the same play again. This time flushed, looking, throwing, incomplete, out of bounds, as it looks like Evan Taylor on the Nate Young, rather, on the attempt for the reception. So 2nd and 10 from the 11. Been a gorgeous evening here from Sissonville High School. Weather has cooperated on what looked like to be a night it was not going to.
Yeah, I was a little worried at first being outside and having to video.
Taylor throws the out pass, and Sissonville down inside the 2, and the first down there as Taylor's pass complete, and looks like a Tiger down on the play. Is that another cramp for Chapmanville? It does look like.
Ethan Taylor's pass is complete to Nate Young.
So another Tiger down on the field, and while we get that sorted out, we'll be back. It's Sissonville Driving. You're watching Chapmanville football right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Hensley Logging is now looking for full and part-time employees. They're looking for certified loggers and experience in the commercial logging industry. They're hiring full and part-time cutters, skidders, and loader operators, as well as hiring part-time diesel mechanics. If you're seeking or interested in a job in the logging industry, apply online at hensleylogging@outlook.com or contact owner and operator Chris and Misty Hensley at 681-438-9494. That's 681-438-9494. Hensley Logging is a proud supporter of the Logan Timberwolves and all mountain athletes.
Alrighty, guys, we are back at Sissonville High School. Sissonville has put together a nice drive here, and the 2nd and 11 does pay off as they pick up the first down and now have 4 more downs to try to pick up that touchdown on the 1-yard line. So it looks like they will come up.
First time we've seen them under center. And now we get a timeout from Zach Belcher and the Chapmanville Tigers.
Guys, as they take one, we're just going to take one right with them. We're going to hear from our sponsors and be right back live here at Sissonville High School.
Here at Appalachian Medical, our team has extensive experience in dealing with respiratory disease. That's why we specialize in respiratory products and disease management. We want to bring our knowledge and know-how to help patients live a healthier life. Appalachian Medical was developed by clinical professionals. We have more than 30 years of combined experience in respiratory disease management, case management, critical care, and more. Our respiratory therapists are skilled and compassionate. With offices in Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, let us be the ones you trust with your medical health care. If you was pushed out of the area because of loss of work in the coal industry, look no longer. Jim Marr is here for you. Jim Marr is now hiring for all positions in the coal field. Stop by their offices in Logan, West Virginia or in Wheeling, West Virginia and apply today.
All right, back here at Sissonville High School, the Indians on the 1-yard line under center for the first time as Taylor gets it. He'll try to sneak over the left side and gets into the end zone for the Indians' first score of the 2013 season.
A nice play there by Sissonville. They still got a lot of room to go if they want to try to get back in this ball game, but that does send a message to Chapmanville that they aren't going to quit anytime soon, as there is still 8 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. And as Chapmanville has moved the ball very well, you know, there's not much pressure on them, but you know as well as I do, Coach Barker, that anything can happen on a Friday night.
Yeah, anything can happen. As long as the turnovers don't occur, Chapmanville should come away with a victory, but that's just one thing that Coach Belcher is going to have to try to keep away from here the rest of this fourth quarter of play.
And it is 28-7, and as we set up for this kickoff, we are going to take this time to thank our game day sponsors. We got Coalfield Medical Center, Cheech's Pizza, Giovanni's of West Logan, Gracie and Tate Merchandise, McCoy Dental, Three Guys Pizza, Trailhead Barbecue and Grill, Hensley Logging, Appalachian Medical, Gin Mar Services, and Mingy Beef Jerky.
Again, thanks to those sponsors. Again, as we continue with Chapmanville football and football on Dave and Darrell, we continue to look for sponsors for our broadcast. So if you're interested, you can find a way to contact us and we can get those taken care of for you. You know, when you look at Dave and Darrell broadcast, Dylan, you know, you had 11,000 views of the Tug Valley Mingo game last night.
Oh, yeah.
That's just one of those things that Dave and Darrell has this reach to an audience that not a lot of people can give you.
Yeah, and 11,000 is pretty regular. I remember my very first game when the Hillbillies played up at Mingo last year. I believe there was about 16,000 on that stream. I mean, it's just I believe we're up to about 300,000 followers on Facebook.
Good play there by Pridemore, and a good job there on the front line as well as Farley danced out of the way. You know, the rule of thumb there is if you're up front and it's hot, just let it go. Farley does that, and Pridemore able to field it and give Chapmanville good field position there on the onside kick from Sissonville.
And 8 minutes to go here. I know we talked a little bit on the timeout. I heard you speaking as well. I'm definitely just trying to run the ball out, run the clock. And I know you also mentioned, you know, if you got a punt, that's fine, as they're running the option play here. And he's just going to keep it.
He's smart enough to stay in bounds. He slid down there with a loss of about one on the play. I'm not so certain that we'll see the option again. You know, that's one of those dangerous plays. You're up 3 scores, ball at midfield. You know, if you make that pitch and it goes bad, then you're giving Sissonville the ball with good field position. So probably we'll see Coach Williamson stay away from that play the rest of the game, just to make sure and keep the ball safe.
Yeah, it is a very dangerous play. I don't really see very many offenses incorporate that play into their playbook anymore.
Deep shot here, topping maybe had a step, but a little play action fake, and Cook takes a shot. Sometimes in these situations, Dylan, too, as a coach, you're just trying to put some stuff on film so the opposing coach for next week has to look at it, has to prepare for it.
Yep.
Chapmanville 28, Sissonville 7, 7:04 here to go in the fourth quarter of play. Hats off to Sissonville, though, Dylan. They have not quit in this game whatsoever. Cook with it. He'll run it, and he's stuffed up the middle. Good job by the Sissonville defense as they're able to get Chapmanville a quick 3 and out. As we'll see the punt unit come on for the Tigers for just the second time in tonight's game.
Yeah, and you couldn't ask for a better defensive stand there by Sissonville. If you're down 3 scores, there's still a lot of football to play. That they're around midfield. If they get a block punt or something here, I mean, we're looking at a completely different ball game. It's a nice job by the Sissonville defense.
Chapmanville in their punt formation, 2 guys out wide, 2 wings. As Plumlee back at about the 35-yard line. Snap from Pridemore. Good snap. Good kick from Plumlee end over end into the 20-yard line and will bounce out of bounds right about the 20-yard line. They mark it right at the 20. With 6:12 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Chapmanville's punt rolls out of bounds at the 20-yard line. First and 10, Sissonville from their own 20.
Well, can the Indians find a way to get a quick strike? That's about the only way they climb back into the game. They have not had very many big plays tonight, but when you have the first-team All-State Jacob Wiseman at receiver and leading Cardinal Conference passer from last year, you still have a chance to make a quick strike. So we'll see what the Indians do here with the ball. They got to go 80 yards quickly to try to make this a 2-score game. So we see the starters back out there for the Chapmanville defense. Taylor with the pass, rolls a little bit left, double move to Wiseman. He's well covered there by Lucas. Austin Atkins over as well to help on the double coverage to Wiseman. And that was good coverage there from the senior Lucas and the sophomore Atkins. You can see the Indians just trying to catch their breath here right now. 9 seconds on the play clock. They'll try to hurry up to the line of scrimmage again. This one's probably not going to be able to get off. And they'll take either a timeout or a delay, and they take their final timeout.
And we'll take one right with them, guys. We're going to step aside and hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back live on the D&D Sports Network.
I'm Elise Hinkle, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and director of behavioral health at Coalfield Health Center. Our providers have experience with a full spectrum of disorders. To schedule an appointment with one of our providers, call 304-855-1222. As a community, let's help each other address mental health. We are here for you when you are ready. Coalfield Health Center. Let our family take care of your family.
If you're looking for a friendly and fun atmosphere to enjoy your daily cuisine, come to Cheech's Pizza in Lenore, West Virginia. Cheech's Pizza has world-renowned cheese sticks, delicious pizza, and the best subs in the pizza and pasta game. Don't forget to take advantage of our milkshake shop located inside. Bring your family down to meet ours. We are the place that treats you like family from the second you pull in the parking lot. We look forward to seeing you here at Cheech's Pizza.
Back here at Sissonville High School, 2nd and 15 for the Indians. Taylor back over the middle, overthrows his intended receiver. It'll be 3rd and 10. They did not take the delay of game penalty. They took that timeout. So 3rd and 10 now for the Indians from the 20. 5:58 to go here in the fourth quarter of play, and Sissonville just clinging to some hope here, trying to stay alive in this game. Wiseman back on the field as he has tried to play everywhere here this evening. Trips to the bottom. Here's the look from Taylor as he's pushed out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. So 4th and 4 for the Indians. We'll see what Coach Harrison does here, as it looks like the punt team has come onto the field.
4th down, Indians. 4th down and 4.
Kind of a similar score back in Logan County at George A. Queen Stadium. Man leads over Logan 28-0 with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Adkins again bobbles the punt. This time he's able to get on top of it at about the 43. So man up 28-0 against Logan.
Austin Atkins, number 3, downs that punt for Chapmanville.
Let me ask you something, Coach. You're down 28-7, 5.5 to go. You're in your own red zone. Do you agree with the punt there, or are you taking the shot and trying to come back?
I mean, it's 4th and 4. If it was 4th and 12, 4th and 10, I may punt it away, but you got to have some confidence picking up the first down there with 4 yards to go.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted to ask you that because I heard somebody in the crowd. Yeah, we're down 21.
As we see a new quarterback into the game for Chapmanville. That's the sophomore Nathan Easterling, as he hands it off to the tailback. It looked like Austin Atkins still at tailback for Chapmanville, as he'll take that carry. As the clock will tick under 5 minutes here before this play is off. I went last year at man. First drive of the game, it was 4th and 2, and we went for it on our own 30. So, I mean, I was always a little bit of a riverboat gambler. Easterling gives it off to Kovac there as he stood up. And Sissonville's not gone away here in the second half. They have played, aside from the Cook, took it 80 yards on the busted screen play. Chapmanville hasn't moved the ball as easily as they did in the first half of play. But they haven't had to either.
No, you're right. I mean, and it is situational, but if you just look at the statistics, we're tied up 7-7 in the second half.
Correct.
So, if Sissonville had come out with this same intensity in the first half, we might be looking at a different ball game.
3rd and 7 for Chapmanville at the 46-yard line. Play fake. Easterling throws, incomplete. As Wagner open, but Easterling unable to complete the pass. As Chapmanville trying to pick up that first down there to kind of cement the game away, but they'll have to punt it away with 4:07 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, Chapmanville travel to Poca next week, as we'll have that game for you here on the D&D Sports Network in some capacity, hopefully live, as Plumlee boots it away. High spiraling kick, as you're going to get some interference there. I was about to say, we're waiting on the flag to make sure, but Pridemore hit the deep man for Sissonville well before the ball ever touched him.
Yeah, I put my hands up too. I wasn't really sure what they were going to do there. I wasn't going to say anything myself, but little mental mistake there.
Now, I'm not entirely sure. I think that's a 15-yard penalty, but I can't remember. They've marked off 10, and it is indeed 15 yards. So that's a net punt of about 6 or 7 yards for the Tigers, as Sissonville will take over now from the 46-yard line. So not a big field position flip, and we've seen some crazy things in high school football, but the time is definitely against the Indians here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 3:57 to go. You got to come up with 3 scores in this man, we've talked about it all day, but this Chapmanville defense has dominated this ball game.
Here's the pass from Taylor. Wiseman picks it clean out of the air for a first down. Wiseman, he's as good as advertised. He's probably one of the best receivers that Chapmanville will see all season long, and he's been able to make something out of nothing a lot of times for the Indians tonight. Taylor back to pass again, rolls to his left, and will throw complete for a gain of about 4. Nate Young with the catch. Listed as number 27 on the Indians roster, and wearing number 5 tonight.
Yeah, we're lucky to be so close to the PA announcer and be able to hear who he's calling out so we can just copy off of him.
Taylor back in the gun. 2 receivers to the top. Taylor rolls to the right, steps up into the pocket, still rolling, still running, and takes a large hit there as he can't get out of bounds. Gain of about 3 there for Taylor, and it'll be 3rd and about 4 for the Indians with 2:30 on a running clock.
Taylor takes off on that quarterback scramble, takes it to just shy of the 30-yard line.
Sissonville not moving as fast, but trying to add to their total on the scoreboard as it looks like victory starting to be out of their reach here tonight. Taylor drops back, looking. A lot of short routes there for the Indians, and Taylor will now throw it, and it's thrown away as Cook on the covers. Taylor took a shot, too. Not entirely sure who brought the hammer there for the Tigers. May have been Pridemore. As Taylor not happy that he took that shot there. And 4th and 4 now for the Indians. Listen, I've coached Eli for a while now, and if he can, he is going to hit you. It doesn't matter what the score is. It doesn't matter how much time is left on the clock. That kid is a missile. The Indians ran out of time there. And I don't think they have any timeouts left, so you're going to get a delay of game penalty. And now instead of 4th and 4, it's 4th and 9 with 1:57 to go in the 4th. Guys, we do appreciate you listening here on the D&D Sports Network. We apologize that you're listening to a recording rather than being live, but that is something we were really didn't have a chance to fix when we got here at Sissonville. So hopefully next week we'll be live, and hopefully we're live for the middle school Thursday night as they open up their season. As Taylor drops back the pass, 4th down, so he's going to stay alive. There's a hold, there's an incompletion, and it'll turn it over, and I think Zach Belcher's group can take a couple knees and take home a victory for the Tigers.
Yeah, dominant win here by Chapmanville. Not as strong in the second half, but still able to hold on to that lead. Much better second half by Sissonville, but just not enough to complete the comeback, and Chapmanville is going to get their first win of the season. And it seems like Man will get their first against Logan. So Sissonville will travel to Logan next week, and both teams will have a chip on their shoulder looking for that first win of the season. Both pretty decently young teams, both with a little bit new additions to the teams.
And the run play there for the Tigers is, I believe that is, can't tell if that's an 8. That is an 8. Jeremy Collins, who's got one of the greatest nicknames ever, Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam?
Pearl Jam. He's been called that since I've known the kid that he was in 6th grade. And,
is there a story behind that?
I wish I knew. I really don't know. But I just know everybody's called him Pearl Jam. So, we go by and, every morning I'll say, hey, Pearl, how are you? I don't call him Jeremy. I just call him Pearl. Toss to Collins there. Breaks to the outside. He's got a running lane. Gets to the edge. And, he went out of bounds. We're going to have to work on that one. We'll work on that one.
Well, the clock is still
Clock's
running.
still moving, so that official wisely just keeps that clock moving. And Coach Belcher will have to run one more play here to end this game. Congratulations to Zach Belcher, who picks up his first win as a head coach here tonight as the head coach of the Chapmanville Tigers.
And guys, we do believe that our Minky Beef Jerky player of the game is going to be the whole entire defensive unit for the Tigers, as they really held Sissonville to absolutely nothing in that first half, and that was their big drive to be able to win this ball game. So congratulations to Zach Belcher and the Chapmanville Tigers, as they will pick up the first victory of the year. Guys, thank you for tuning in. We want to thank our game day sponsors, Coalfield Medical Center, Cheech's Pizza, Giovanni's in West Logan, Gracie and Tate Merchandise, McCoy Dental, Three Guys Pizza, Trailhead Barbecue and Grill, Hensley Logging, Appalachia Medical, Genmar Services, and Mingy Beef Jerky. This has been Dylan Morris here on the production, and James Barker on his first call, and you will see a lot of us both this season covering football games in the area, especially for Chapmanville High School and Chapmanville Middle School. James, do you have any closing remarks?
It's been a great first broadcast, Dylan. I really appreciate you and working for D&D, and congratulations to Coach Belcher for picking up his first victory as the head coach of the Chapmanville Tigers. As a former coach, I know that first one is always the most important one, because you can't get any more until you get that first one. So congratulations to him and his staff and the kids.
Right, from D&D Sports Network, we want to wish both teams good luck on the season and hope everybody travels home safely. Thank you for watching D&D Sports Network, the #1 source of sporting news in the mountains.